Welcome, everyone. I'm excited to kick off our journey today with a fascinating look at a journey of innovation and change. This is our starting point as we explore the incredible story of the Industrial Revolution. Over the next few slides, we'll uncover how this pivotal era transformed industries, societies, and the world as we know it. So, let's get started and dive into this remarkable chapter of history. The Industrial Revolution changed how people worked and lived forever. It started in the mid-1700s in England, a time when major shifts in technology and industry began to take hold. One of the key changes was the shift from handmade goods to machine-made products, which vastly increased production speed and efficiency. This era marked a profound transformation in society, economy, and daily life. So, what exactly was the Industrial Revolution? It was a period of rapid industrial growth that laid the foundation for the modern world we live in today. It's important to see how these innovations not only affected manufacturing, but also reshaped communities, work, and even the way people thought about progress. This sets the stage for understanding the broader impact of this pivotal era. Let's take a closer look at the enclosure movement. This was a period when farmers began to enclose larger fields, which allowed for more efficient farming and ultimately led to better harvests. As farming techniques improved, they became more productive, increasing the food supply for communities and populations. This shift also meant that wealthy landowners started buying up small farms from individual farmers. By consolidating land in this way, they could implement these new farming methods on a larger scale. Overall, this movement shows how agriculture was driving change during this time, setting the stage for economic and social transformations. It's a key example of how advancements in farming contributed to broader developments in society and the economy. Let's talk about how farming has evolved towards maximum efficiency, especially over traditional hand-sowing methods. When seeds are sown in well-spaced rows, it ensures better growth and easier management of the crops. This approach reduces waste and increases yields, which is crucial for feeding larger populations. The idea of improving farming techniques is central to shaping the future of agriculture. One of the most significant inventions in this regard was created back in 1701 by Jethro Tull. It's the seed drill. This device revolutionized planting by automatically sowing seeds in precise, well-spaced rows, rather than spreading them randomly by hand. Tull's seed drill marked a major turning point, making planting faster, more efficient, and more productive. It's a perfect example of how innovation drives progress in farming practices and supports the overall theme of technological advancement shaping our agricultural future. Let's take a closer look at what creates a climate of progress and innovation in England during this period. First, political stability plays a crucial role. With a stable government, there's a solid foundation for growth and new ideas to flourish. This stability encourages investment and technological advancements. Next, England boasts a strong banking system and active participation in global trade. A reliable banking system means people and businesses can access the capital they need for expansion. Meanwhile, thriving international trade opens markets for English goods, fueling economic growth and innovation. The economy is expanding steadily, driven by these factors. And on top of that, England is rich in natural resources, abundant coal, iron ore, and water power. These resources are vital because they provide the raw materials and energy needed for industries to develop and innovate. So, why was England the birthplace of the Industrial Revolution? It's this combination of political stability, financial strength, global trade, economic growth, and natural resources that created the perfect environment for progress and technological breakthroughs to thrive. So, here we see an image of a typical 18th century mill. During this period, large factories started to replace the traditional home-based work that many people relied on. This shift was a huge change in how goods, especially textiles, were produced. What really drove this transformation were new inventions that made spinning and weaving much faster than before. These innovations increased productivity and changed the entire industry. In fact, the textile industry was the first sector to be transformed by these technological advances. It set the stage for the Industrial Revolution, showing how machinery could revolutionize work. Overall, this slide highlights how the textile industry was at the forefront of this major shift, paving the way for other industries to follow. It's a perfect example of how technological progress can reshape entire sectors and economies. Let's take a closer look at how the steam engine truly transformed the era. In 1765, a major breakthrough occurred with the creation of a faster, more efficient engine. This innovation was made possible through a crucial partnership with entrepreneur Matthew Boulton, who helped bring this technology to a broader market. The development of this improved steam engine gave a significant power boost for the new machine age, fueling industries like textiles, mining, and transportation. When we talk about James Watt and his work on the steam engine, we're really highlighting a pivotal moment in history, one where technological progress opened up endless possibilities for economic growth and societal change. This innovation laid the groundwork for the rapid industrialization that defined the modern world. Now, let's take a closer look at the impact of railroads across various industries. As you can see, they significantly boosted agriculture and fishing, making it easier to get products to market quickly and efficiently. This growth translated into the creation of hundreds of thousands of new jobs, providing economic opportunities for many communities. Railroads also played a crucial role in transporting products, offering a cheap and reliable way to move materials over long distances. This combination of increased productivity and lower transportation costs truly demonstrates the power of railroads in transforming the economy and connecting people to opportunities. Let's talk about how people's lives changed during this period. As you can see, these were rapid and sometimes unsettling changes that affected everyone. One of the most noticeable shifts was in daily life, which became much more dynamic. Travel, for example, became easier and faster, making it simpler for people to reach cities and access new opportunities. This increased mobility had a big impact on where people chose to live. Many moved from the countryside into urban areas, leading to significant urbanization. These life changes in Britain reflect a broader theme of transformation, how society adapted to new technologies and economic shifts. It was a time of great change, reshaping the way people lived, worked, and moved around. Let's take a look at how technological innovations transformed our everyday lives and industries. In 1851, the invention of Singer's sewing machine revolutionized home life by making clothing production much easier and more efficient. This innovation not only changed how clothes were made at home, but also helped establish the clothing industry as a major economic force. Moving on, in agriculture, the development of the McCormick reaper in 1831 was a game changer. It greatly increased wheat production by automating a process that was once very labor-intensive. This innovation helped feed a growing population and supported the expansion of American agriculture. Both of these inventions are prime examples of how American innovations during this period sparked significant economic and social changes. They show how technology can reshape industries, improve daily life, and contribute to the broader theme of progress and growth in America. Let's take a moment to look at some of the key milestones in the communication revolution. In 1876, Alexander Graham Bell invents the telephone, which fundamentally changes how people connect across distances. This invention makes real-time voice communication possible, breaking down barriers of time and space. Before that, in 1837, Samuel Morse develops the telegraph, which was the first technology to transmit messages quickly over long distances through Morse code. It's like the precursor to modern digital communication, laying the groundwork for future innovations. These breakthroughs, Bell's telephone and Morse's telegraph, highlight how technological advances have continually transformed our ability to communicate. They're central to the broader theme of how communication tools have evolved, making the world more interconnected than ever before. The world changed forever, and these changes have had a profound impact on our urban environments. We see some unsettling shifts, with rapid urban transformations that have not always been easy to adapt to. For some people, this has meant increased unemployment and instability, while others have experienced a surge in job opportunities, though often these are negative or less desirable roles. On a more positive note, despite these challenges, many areas have seen an overall higher standard of living and new opportunities for growth and innovation. This global impact highlights how interconnected our world truly is. Changes in one part of the world can ripple across nations, affecting economies, communities, and individual lives. Ultimately, these shifts remind us that change is constant, and how we adapt to it can shape the future of our cities and societies. It's a complex picture, but understanding these dynamics is key as we move forward together.